Today we are interviewing Lloyd Keyser, a, re- a silver medalist, a silver Olympic medalist in 1976.
Good memory.
Thank you for agreeing to be interviewed today for the Columbia Kids Post.
Okay, thank you there, Ethan.
I met you because you coached my two older brothers at Wild Lake High School on the wrestling team. I know you won a silver Olympic medal in wrestling. Could you tell us what is it like to win an Olympic medal?
Whoa. It's hard to describe what it feels like. But just imagine that everybody in the world is trying to buy something or win something. And then only 3 people out of the whole world can get on this platform and then have millions of people watching you on TV. And then when you go to get up on the medal stand, the biggest thing you worry about is, I don't want to trip and fall and embarrass myself, right? You ever know how you get real nervous? Your knees are shaking like this. My heart feels like it's beating, real hard. I feel like I can hardly breathe and just shaking all over the place. Get up on the medal stand, and then when you see the the flag of the Soviet Union going up in my case, and the American flag going up, and you hear the national anthem of your country or another country, all of a sudden, all these emotions start coming up inside of you, and you're going like, I did it. I can't believe it. I did it. I did it. I did it. I'm so proud to be up here, for the United States of America. And all of a sudden, you try not to, but guess what happens? What do you think?
You fall.
Start crying. No, I can't do that in front of all these people. I don't want to embarrass myself, but you can't help it. Most people get up there, get so overwhelmed on all kinds of emotions by all the people who supported them along the way to help them stand up on the middle platform. And a lot of my family members were there, so they were very proud of me. But it's hard to describe what it feels like. I've never had that feeling since then, but it's just wonderful, wonderful.
Could you show us the medal?
Sure. Okay. Came in a little box like this. Okay, you see that. But when we were on the platform, it was on a chain. And the story behind this was hung on a chain, and they would put the medal around the neck, like that. But what happened was, I would take the medal around to camps and speeches, and let kids hold it, like I'm letting Avery hold it now, and I'll talk about the medal in a minute, and then Ethan can do it later. They put it around your neck, and it's pretty heavy, okay? They ask you, is that solid silver, in my case? And because you have a bronze medal, a silver medal, and a gold medal. And I don't know the real story, but somebody told me that a bronze medal is bronze, a silver medal is silver, and a gold medal is silver gold plated, okay? Now, I've never cut my medal open to find out which one it is, right? But I do have a gold medal from the World Championships. And I passed the world medal around a lot of times, and over time, I could see where I could start to see the silver show through. When people's hands rub it on the gold start to rub away. So what they said back then might be true. We'll let Ethan see it, and then we'll let the people on the camera see it as well.
It's heavy.
It is heavy, isn't it? There used to be a chain on it that was telling your mom and dad that I was taking it to a wrestling camp, and little kids were holding it, and a little boy about your sizes came up to me and said, I broke your medal, the chain came apart. But to me, the most important part is not necessarily the medal itself, but the experiences. On the front, it says the 21st Olympics. There's Roman numerals, and it looks like it's an image of a beautiful lady with a flowing gown, and I forget what you call that thing. All right. On the back side, you have a leaflet with the Olympic rings on the back side. And on the very bottom is lutte, L-U-T-T-E, the French word for wrestling. Normally they would have your name engraved on the back, but that didn't happen in Montreal. But my buddies who wrestled in Munich in 1972, said by the time they received their medals, they had their names on the medals as well. Okay.
How do you think being an athlete and winning at the Olympics prepared you to be a leader?
To be excited about challenges, you know what I mean by being challenged by something? Don't want it to be easy. The harder it is, the more excited that I got. Many people think wrestling is one of the toughest sports out there. And so I truly believe there was nothing out there that was too rough for me. You know, the rougher it was, the more excited I got to try to see if I could succeed in it. So in that sense there, it really prepared me mentally to be mentally tough as well as physically tough.
What other experiences in your life prepared you to be a leader?
My mom and dad raised me to work hard, be truthful, be respectful of others who may have different opinions or views than you do, and to listen. I think that's one of the biggest attributes. It helped me tremendously in wrestling. For example, I have this story I always tell folks whereby I won a gold medal in the World Cup Championships. And the only reason I won it was because little boys about your size came up to me and told me I was doing something wrong on the wrestling mat. And he told me that I had my elbows out too far. And I realized that I was not supposed to do that. I was supposed to keep my elbows in nice and tight, you know. And I remember my coach had told me those things in the past, but I'd forgotten that on the mat. And he said he watched my opponent wrestle, and he went out there and he ducked under people, picked them up and put them on their backs, and almost pinned 2 different people. I says, wow. And so I shook the kid's hand and went out there to wrestle. And, you know, I wrestled my elbows in like this, and the Russian tried to get under my elbows. He couldn't get under them, and I won the match 3-0. And most people, when I tell them that story, believes that the little kid helped me win that gold medal, and I do too. So I'm telling that story because I believe that a leader needs to be able to listen to all the folks that he's trying to help that team or that organization do well, to listen to their ideas, their opinions, and then, you know, that makes him or her better in making their decisions.
What advice do you have for kids to achieve their goals and dreams?
Pretty simple. If you're supposed to go to school, for example, be there every day. If you have homework, do it every night. Have a good attitude about something. Be respectful of other individuals, to adults, and listen. Just like the leader's supposed to listen to, you know, you need to listen to the leaders as well. And then the other big thing, I think, is to realize that older people, could be older brothers and sisters, older classmates or teachers, moms and dads, have some experience that can help you be better. And I was always a sponge, they called me, because I wanted to learn everything I can from somebody who knew a little bit more than I did. If you do all those things there, you'll do really well.
Was there anyone to support you or encourage you when you trained for the Olympics?
Oh, I had, oh my goodness, so many people. My dad always told me that you can do anything anybody else can do because you're a Keizer. He was trying to tell me to believe in myself. My mom said, if you work hard and show up every day, you will do well. My brothers, Michael was a big-time wrestler. He supported me a great deal. All my sisters and brothers, the people from my high school, Naval Academy, everybody kept, you can do it, Butch, we're all behind you. I mean, they were contributing to the Olympic funds. My school teachers, I was overwhelmed at how many people were behind Butch Keizer having a chance to wrestle in the Olympics.